Pennsylvania, at the corner of Chocolate Avenue and Linden Road.
Yes.
Coming to the Hershey Stories. You ever wonder how those kisses are made? And all those fine Hershey products? I was trying to think of a couple. What are some of the Hershey products? There's kisses.
Hershey's with almonds.
There's almond. Is Almond Joy Hershey? I don't know.
I think so.
Not a big Hershey candy eater.
Not
But
sure.
when in Hershey, do as the Hersheyers do. Or Pennsylvanians do. Pennsylvanians, let's go to the Hershey Story. Welcome to the Hershey Story. Okay, this is kind of striking. Did you notice this right here? He gave his fortune away twice. I suppose I never would have done anything if it hadn't kept coming back.
As a kid, Milton learned the value of hard work. His family moved a lot, constantly taking him out of school, but he always went back to class. By the age of 13, he had attended at least 7 different one-room schoolhouses. Milton's apprenticeship with Lancaster candy maker Joseph Royer in 1872 helped put him on the path to sweet success. Milton's mother paid Royer extra to teach 14-year-old Milton the art of candy making. It was a good investment, as generations of chocolate lovers would agree. Milton apprenticed to a local candy maker as a teenager. One night, he fired up a roaster full of peanuts, then slipped off to see a show at the Fulton Opera House. Maybe not his best idea. The nuts burnt to a crisp, and the charred remains went up the chimney, all over the street. Oops. In Denver, Milton learned to make caramel with fresh milk instead of paraffin wax. Why is that better? Adding milk made caramels chewier and longer lasting than adding wax, though maybe less useful as emergency candles.
Wow, you're kidding me. How many can say they got their own crib, huh? Wow, look at the old candy display box from 1881. Lancaster Caramel Company. So he started making caramels. The first year he earned $1 million.
And what?
He made, not his first year, the company earned $1 million a year producing caramel and chocolate for customers worldwide. Milton had gone from making candy at night in his kitchen to running a vast factory.
Look at this.
This guy was awesome, Tammy.
He was able to employ 1,300 workers.
1,300. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. That helped a lot of people out.
There's a caramel cutter right there.
Waiting for me to show up. It's been Katie by the door. They want more.
They want more.
Good morning. I have a surprise delivery of our new sweet milk chocolate bars. I want you to take to Lancaster's big Valentine's Day. Sweet chocolate bars, you say? Can you save one for me? You'll have a full box of them if you make it back by supper time. Yes, sir. I'll open up the Rikers up to 9 miles an hour and be there before the cows come home.
How did folks know if they were getting authentic Hershey's Kisses and not one of many imitations? A square tissue label said so, except the label was hidden inside the foil wrapper. The solution? A plume. The distinctive blue and white ribbon fluttering out of the top. Before Hershey's Kisses were wrapped by machines, women and boys hand-wrapped them. Workers, each given 5 pounds of kisses, stacks of foil, and tissue labels, were paid by the pound. Milton's mom, Fanny, pitched in too, hand-wrapping kisses at home. Made in Chocolate Town, so they must be good. That wasn't Hershey's slogan. It was for Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. For decades, Hershey supplied Reese and Mars with chocolate. Even other candy companies wanted in on Hershey quality. How do you make milk chocolate? Milton didn't know, but that didn't stop him. He and a small team experimented over and over with ways to condense milk and balance ingredients until they got it right. Said one team member, "Nobody told Mr. Hershey how to make milk chocolate. He just found out the hard way." How did folks know if they were getting authentic Hershey's Kisses and not one of many imitations? A square tissue label says
So this is a Kiss wrapping machine. I think we're at the end of it here. Wow, look at all the chains and gears and oh, no, this is the end.
Yeah, that's the end. It's round.
Oh yeah, see the foil right there? And then the candies are going through.
Right here, see a long round barrel right there?
Whoa, there it goes. The machine has started.
Oh, good start.
But the kisses aren't coming. Darn, we're not going to get any kisses. How do you carry molten chocolate? Well, in a wheelbarrow bathtub. I wonder if anybody took a bath in that tub. You think anybody did? Well, that's how they wheeled it around.
Ah.
Molten chocolate. It was completely hot.
Wow, crazy.
There's the actual factory behind us. So when he made that chocolate machine, it was revolutionary. And I guess they even had a patent on it. So that's one of the way he made his money, by selling the patent on a candy wrapping machine.
Brand for a finisher to grind in the
Oh, okay. So that machine and the mixer cost him 20 grand. And that's the refining machine that refines the chocolate. Nice lamp. Have you ever seen a lamp like that? Oh my gosh.
about it right now.
1938?
The lamp
Talk about
illuminated
opulence.
The foyer of High Point, Milton, Mass, in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
And Nels Crossings, where
I've worked at the Hershey factory all my life, but I still think the way we make chocolate bars here is incredible. My name is Anna, and I am one of the women who wrap thousands of bars of chocolate every day and send them on their way.
Creating a delicious milk chocolate is an amazing process. At Hershey's, making chocolate is all about innovation.
Today, in 1932, a Hershey bar costs just a nickel. But my mother says that before Mr. Hershey came along, milk chocolate was so expensive, her family couldn't afford it.
Milton Hershey is a true visionary. He's turned this exotic sweet into a confection anybody, rich or poor, can buy and enjoy. Mr. Hershey isn't a chemist. He's always worked by trial and error, testing countless ways of mixing and condensing milk, sugar, and the ground-up nibs of cocoa beans.
Mr. Hershey started roasting his cocoa beans at a higher temperature than other chocolate makers. This allowed him to use less expensive beans and still have a great taste. And he came up with a new way to condense milk by adding sugar to it first and then boiling it in 2 steps.
After years of experimenting, he finally succeeded in 1900. And that successful recipe for milk chocolate was only part of Milton Hershey's innovative genius.
1909 to 1918, Hershey included postcards of the town and factory with its milk chocolate bars. The local newspaper reported that one year, the company printed 75 million postcards. No reports about how the post office felt about this. Want folks to try your product? There are lots of ways to get the word out. For instance, in 1900, Mr. Hershey brought the first electric car to Lancaster County, emblazoned with a Hershey's Cocoa sign. Later, the company put a billboard near the Brooklyn Bridge. It even printed illustrated storybooks for kids. When Americans went to war, Hershey went with them. It supplied chocolate bars to troops in World War I. In World War II, and during Operation Desert Storm in the 1990s, it formulated chocolate to withstand hot climates. A mug of hot chocolate is great. A military pack, gooey with hot chocolate? Not so much. Have you ever wondered where Mr. Hershey got his cocoa beans? Just stroll the streets of Hershey, Pennsylvania. He named many of the streets of his town after cocoa-growing regions of the world, such as Trinidad, Java, Ariba, and Caracas. And don't forget chocolate and cocoa avenues. From 1909 to 1918, Hershey included postcards of the town and factory with its milk chocolate bars. The local newspaper reported that the company printed 75 million postcards. No reports about how the post office felt about this.
Tammy, look at the size of a cocoa bean. Look at the size of a cocoa bean.
They're that big.
I had no clue they were that
They were
big.
real small.
Well, that roller that we just watched crushes the crap out of those. And he had to build a whole community around it. Not just a factory. He had to build a community. Because where are the people going to live? They brought in sugar from Cuba. Built a whole town. Remember we saw the Hershey Press building? Penn State, at the Hershey Medical Center, they made one of the first mechanical hearts. They take sugar cane, they grind it up like that, they squeeze the juice out of it, they add some lime water and some mud and mesquite and molasses and raw sugar. And they refine it and refine it and refine it until they got raw sugar. Learned a lot about Hershey. Learned a lot about making chocolate. Bought a bunch of chocolate and games. But the one takeaway that we came away with is that there's no samples. Nope. And you think that there would be samples. At least one kiss.
That it would have fresh chocolate there, but no.
No. Well, we bought some chocolate, didn't we? Yeah. I guess that's their business.
Fresh
They did good.
out, though, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Anyways, we'll catch up with you on the next adventure. Remember to subscribe, kick that like button, and follow us on Luinator59.com. I want to eat candy. The roads here in Hershey kind of crazy. They go round and round and round. Been having that go on all day long here in Pennsylvania. Oh, they got Zoo America. Oh, I guess that's what the amusement park is, Zoo America. No, that's a wildlife park. Maybe it's amusement park and wildlife park? I don't know, that's a cool coaster. No, not like this. Look at those drops. The Hershey factory's over there. See the big towers there? That's corn sugar coming in. See the trains? I guess this is the Hershey's electric plant. And look at all those kisses. They're gigantic, but they're not much bigger than the kisses that are on the light posts all the way through the streets. All the light posts have kisses on them. This is where the train comes and offloads sugar cane and syrups. And then there's the processing plant right there. And of course they've got a amusement park on the other side. You can see the Sky Tower has kisses on the front, and throughout the park it's all dedicated to Hershey. Hershey was quite a man. Quite a man. And there's where the Hershey workers live today.